Hello Bookfighters, it's Wednesday. We are still talking about The Fault in Our Stars, and there will be spoilers in this video, so if you haven't read it yet, go do that instead of watching this video. I'm sorry about last week, hopefully that won't be happening again. I do accept any punishments that you feel is right to be giving me. So, The Fault in Our Stars. My copy finally came. I got a purple J scribble. Yeah, I'm really excited about getting a purple one. That's the colour that I voted for in your pants. So, very happy. So I haven't talked about what I thought of this book yet. So I want to do that before I get into the whole comparing with other John Green books discussion that's been happening. I really liked The Fault in Our Stars. I think it's a really well written book. John said a couple of times that he wanted readers to feel all the things, and I think he definitely succeeded with that. There were so many times when I was feeling completely different things at the same time, which is what happens in life. Good things and funny things can and do happen even when everything else has gone to shit, and the other way around, and that's really important to me. This is turning into a Doctor Who episode, but good things and bad things, they don't cancel each other out, and that's always been my attitude, and I really appreciate that in this book. I really liked Hazel. I think she's kind of an amazing character, almost to the point of Mary Soonis. Like, I think it was Katie who said that, but I didn't really notice that the first time that I was reading through. I just think she's a really, really awesome person, and I would totally be friends with. I probably wouldn't be friends with Augustus Waters. I feel like if I met him as he was, in the beginning at least, I would dislike him. I really appreciate him as a literary character, and I think his view of how he wants to make a big impact on the world contrasts really, really well with Hazel's reluctance to be the grenade and explode up and destroy everyone around her. I think that contrast works really well. But he's so pretentious, and he's so focused on all these metaphors and symbols, and that just really, really annoys me. It also frustrates me that he's not happy with his impact being loving and being loved by his family and Hazel and Isaac. I don't like that that's not enough for him. He acknowledges that in the end, but he was of course written that way on purpose, and I think it's absolutely brilliant of John Green. I do think this is his best written book ever. Which brings me to the comparing. So I don't think it's fair to either book to compare The Fault in Our Stars to Looking for Alaska, which I think a couple of people have said already, because they are about incredibly different things. It's been happening because somebody dies, but I think that's where the similarities end. If you want to compare Looking for Alaska with anything, it has to be Paper Towns. I think they can be compared in regards to subject matter, but any other comparisons between John Green books has to be on personal reaction and the quality of the writing, which in my opinion The Fault in Our Stars wins on all of the above. This is my favourite John Green book. Before, it was sort of a tie between Looking for Alaska and Paper Towns. I really like the format of Looking for Alaska, but I like the way John Green deals with the whole manic pixie dream girl thing in Paper Towns a lot more than in Looking for Alaska. I like Abundance of Catherines. I think it gets a raw deal, but because I really do like it, but it's just, there are a lot of things in this book that really hit home for me. Not so much with Augustus and Hazel's story. Things like a lot of the things that Hazel's parents said, actually. I think Hazel's parents are the smartest people in this book. I really liked and agreed with pretty much everything they said through the whole book. And also Caroline's story hit pretty close to home. So yeah, this is my favourite John Green book. That's it for me today that I can think of. Katie, I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully this was all in focus.